To repay her father's enormous debt, she was forced to make a painful decision. At just 20 years old, she signed a secret agreement with a nobleman. The contract required her to become pregnant with his child within 3 days. In return, she would receive a large sum of money. The entire arrangement had to remain strictly confidential. Once the child was born, all contact between her and the nobleman had to end. On the first day, the arrangement officially began. Laura met Jack for the first time. Jack was neither arrogant nor cold, he was surprisingly courteous. That first night, they barely spoke, only fulfilling their obligations as outlined in the agreement. On the second night, Laura's feelings toward Jack began to change. Jack knew he could never make her any promises. That day, Laura went for a walk alone by the sea. Jack suggested she shout toward the ocean, but Laura was too shy. In that moment, they looked like a couple falling in love. That night, they completely forgot the transactional nature of their relationship. Their hearts began to quietly draw closer. When the 3 days came to an end, Laura was sent away from the estate. Jack's absence took with it the last bit of warmth left in her heart. 10 months later, Laura gave birth to a daughter. The baby was taken away shortly after birth. 7 winters passed. Jack's estate was hiring a new teacher. Laura returned, hiding her identity, and entered the estate under the name of a tutor. Anna, the daughter, was headstrong and rebellious, yet deeply lonely inside. Laura soon realized that Anna looked down on her for being poor, and even cursed at her. To correct her daughter's bad behavior and poor attitude toward learning, Laura locked her in a room. Without the comfort of a father's love, Anna lay silently on the floor. But with Laura's patience and gentle guidance, Anna gradually began to take her studies seriously. As the industrial age rapidly advanced, Jack's traditional business was left behind by the times. His enterprise was on the brink of collapse, and he was forced to sell the estate. Meanwhile, his wife's health had worsened. She was too frail to endure the upheaval of moving. Jack was left with no choice but to say goodbye. He extinguished the fire in the hearth and opened the window. Tears welled up in his eyes as he pulled back the blanket covering his wife. The next morning, the butler announced the lady of the house had passed away. Her sister, though heartbroken, did not blame Jack. The day before the estate was vacated, Anna stumbled upon her teacher's journal. Only then did she realize her teacher was actually her mother.